The trolls. They don't want peace, they want reactions. They post things just to make people mad, then sit back and watch the chaos unfold. It's not about opinions or truth. They just enjoy pushing buttons. Psychologists even found that trolling is linked to something called everyday sadism, which basically means they enjoy making others upset. You'll find them in comment sections everywhere: Reddit, YouTube, X, dropping bait and pretending to be serious. But the best way to deal with them is simple. Don't respond. Trolls need attention to survive, and silence is the one thing they can't handle. Influencers are the internet's main characters. Every photo, video, and post is planned to look effortless, even though it's anything but. They live for likes, views, and that little rush when the numbers go up. It's not just showing life. It's building a brand out of it. Studies show that the buzz people get from notifications works just like gambling. You never know when you'll hit big, and that keeps you hooked. They started as bloggers, but now they rule TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram. Behind the ring light, it's not all glam. For many, it's work, constant, exhausting, and sometimes the only way they feel seen. The more people watch, the more real they feel. The changeling, also known as the alt persona, is the kind of person who seems to live a dozen different lives online. They might be a fan artist one week, a meme account the next, then vanish and come back with a whole new name. The internet gives them space to experiment, to try out versions of themselves they can't in real life. Psychologists say this comes from the need to express different sides of our identity, something Irving Goffman talked about long before social media even existed. You'll spot them running stan accounts, secret art pages, or Finstas. For some, it's just fun. For others, it's freedom, a place where they can finally just be. The creator, also known as the builder, is the one actually making the internet worth scrolling. While everyone else is consuming content, they're the ones posting, editing, and shaping it. They make videos, draw art, or drop memes that somehow start trends. For them, it's not just about views, it's about expression. Creating gives them a sense of purpose, like leaving a digital fingerprint that says, "I was here." They experiment with tools, test new ideas, and make it all look easy. Even if behind the scenes it's pure chaos and caffeine. These are the people who turn boredom into culture. The curator, also called the collector, doesn't post much, but they save everything. Memes, playlists, tutorials, screenshots. If it exists, they've archived it. They're the quiet librarians of the internet. While others chase attention, curators chase order. They build folders within folders. You'll find them on Pinterest boards, Notion pages, or Reddit saves. The lurker, also known as the ghost, is everywhere, but you'll never see them. They scroll through posts, watch stories, and read threads without ever leaving a trace. It's not because they're shy, they just prefer watching over talking. In every community, they're the invisible audience that makes the numbers go up. Around 90% of internet users are lurkers, silently shaping what gets popular just by watching. The fact poster, or the informer, is the internet's unofficial teacher, the person who can't stand seeing wrong information go uncorrected. They post articles, infographics, and screenshots from sources they actually checked. They're not chasing likes. They just want people to know better. You'll see them appear mid-argument with a calm "actually" and a link. Sometimes they're annoying, sometimes they're helpful. The pragmatist, or the utilitarian, uses the internet like a toolbox, not a playground. They don't scroll for fun. They search, learn, and leave. These are the people who open 10 tabs to solve one problem. The joiner, or the community member, is the heart of every group chat and fandom. They thrive on connection, not attention. They comment, react, and support, not for fame, but because they like being part of something bigger. Their joy comes from shared jokes, niche references, and late-night chats that feel like home. The joiner reminds us that the internet isn't just about content, it's about belonging. The ranter, or the soapbox hero, is powered by passion and emotion. When something bothers them, they post. They pour their feelings into long threads, fiery takes, or open letters that sound like digital protest speeches. It's not always about rage. Sometimes it's just about being heard. You might roll your eyes, but sometimes their voice sparks change. The ranter turns frustration into fuel, and every now and then into movement. The quizzer, or the curious, runs on questions. They're not here to argue. They're here to understand. Why does this happen? What do you think? Has anyone tried this? They post polls, ask the internet for advice, or start discussions just to learn from different people. It's not about showing off. It's about connecting through curiosity. They keep threads alive, turn strangers into teachers, and remind everyone that asking questions is how the internet and people actually grow.